Well, finally, it's taken me a long time to get to this point. Lots and lots and lots of work. Finally, got the calendar to the printers. And this is the cover, okay? I have gone through hundreds and hundreds of photographs. It's been so difficult choosing the photographs. There are over 50 photographs in this year's calendar, okay? And this is the website, so it's just gone up on the website just literally minutes ago. And you can see there's a hare. This is the hare at the entrance to the fairy wood. And I thought this was a particularly poignant photograph because of what Bealtaine has become and because of the developing philosophy of Bealtaine Cottage. And so what I've just said about this calendar is simply, this calendar celebrates the magic of Bealtaine and the evolution to a sanctuary for life. That's very important to me. The hare was viewed by the ancient Celts as being the link between this world and the other world, a supernatural world which is directly linked to nature. The hare is known for being able to run between our world and the other world. Shapeshifters are widely known in Ireland to take on the form of the hare. This is told in the famous story of the Celtic warrior Oisin. The hare guards both the entrance to and exit from the fairy wood at Bealtaine, and the calendar, which features over 50 photographs and all the Celtic festivals, includes postage and packing worldwide, and it can be posted on your behalf as a gift from Bealtaine Cottage, Ireland. So I'm now accepting pre-orders. The calendar, which will be ready for picking up probably the end of next week. So from that point then, I'm ready to post, or I can post whenever you want me to post. So if you want to, pay for an order and then have it as a delayed posting so it arrives in time for Christmas or something like that, I can do that too. So it's up on the website, and I've put a nice big photograph of the cover. I like this. I like the light here. It's sort of going towards the light. And then also on the Bealtaine Cottage Press website, you have the bumper stickers. Okay. And then of course you have the books and the map. Okay, so it's all up there. So once the calendar comes back from the printers, I'll do a little video as well to show you how it looks page by page. Also at the back of the calendar there is all the moon cycles for 2020 and for 2021. So there we go. Now I'm actually quite exhausted, to be honest. I've been working really hard outside. I've been working really hard on the laptop. I've had to go into town several times in order just to connect up with Wi-Fi in order to get things done, and up and down to the printers. I very rarely say this, but I'm whacked. I really am. So I'm going to take you for a little bit of a dander outside, and I'll just update you with what I've been doing out there. The thing about me is that I'm looking at all the work that has to be done, and I'm really wanting to get it done now. anyone who knows me knows that I do not have the patience of a saint, okay? I'm a very impatient person. If I see something that needs doing, I just like to get stuck in and get it done. And yes, it does leave me exhausted at times, but I can't change who I am now at this stage. So let me just take you outside and take myself outside and take Jack outside. Come on, Jack. I managed to take Jack out for 3 walks yesterday, but I haven't got him out for any walk today yet. So I'm hoping to take him down the lane for a bit of a dander. Bless him, he so loves just getting out. Look at his little face. He says, "Come on, Mum, I'll lead the way." So I had the little hand mower out and I was mowing away up along here and then cutting back as well. You can see some lovely colours coming in now. Definitely a taste of autumn. There's a little bit of kind of crisping up happening on the leaves here. And then here, see the leaves of the ribes? They're going beautiful shades of orange and look at that, isn't that beautiful? Orange and yellow. Just gorgeous. So I've been mowing the path and noting all the stuff that I have to do en route, and just clearing off the edges because the paths have got very narrow. There's Jack eating a wee bit of grass. So you can see, well, you can just about see, well, it'll be more visible during the winter, but there's a goddess shape here in this part of the path. But she gets rather overwhelmed with all her abundance during the year. So you only really get to see her during the winter. Sky's a lovely shade of blue. We're promised a few good days now. Promised a little bit of an Indian summer. So I've got mowing to do here. The grass has got too long to actually do it with the hand mower. So I've been going up with shears, bending down, cutting the grass with shears. It's a little wonder that my children think I'm a bit crazy. Oh gosh. But just look at these colours. Beautiful, isn't it? So here I've been cutting back. Look at all this, mounds and mounds of stuff. Now there's a lot of bindweed in with this, so I'm going to have to haul all that into the tunnel and then let it dry out and then burn it because of the bindweed. But look, I've had to pull Buddha out a wee bit because he was in there and he was overtaken with growth. He was kind of going back to the earth. So I've cleared lots and lots of the bindweed from here, but you can still see, look, you see there? But anyway, I'll get it all done. I don't get too vexed about it. It's going up over the ribes there, you know. So, yeah. It's a little, beautiful little, I think it's called a Serbian spruce, and it's in a little pot there. So I'm going to plant that here in the garden. Because, of course, you know, I said before, I've decided that all this is just going to be trees. Because that's how it wants to go. I can't keep stopping it. And besides which, trees are desperately needed. And the birds love them, and I love them, and they give me great comfort. When I'm walking among trees, my blood pressure just falls away, my mind clears, my heart beats to a regular beat. It's just so healing. So, going along here as well, cutting with my little mower. And you can see, look, I've got to go in there with the shears. Serves me right, and up along here with the shears, but I'll get it done. It's only a big deal if you make it a big deal. So there's the shears sitting on the table, look, and the mower. And I've been in here watering the tunnel, and got a massive amount of cutting back and tidying up to do in there. But all in good time, it will all be done. That kale is just looking bigger, bolder and better every day. And my compost heaps, looking good. Don't even look up there. It's gone mad. Anyway. So, it's a lovely time to be out in the garden, you know, in the autumn. It's lovely to come out, you know, and do the tidying up. She's had her party. My job now is to go and tidy up after her while she relaxes into the autumn and gets ready for her long sleep, her rest. I'm the maid of Mother Earth. Of course, this lovely quietness as well begins to descend, and the light changes and the movement of the sun is different, and there's this calming down. Look at this bay tree. I mean, it's silly. I don't know how it's gone like that. Crazy growth. And remember in the spring when I was building this little rustic arch, I mean, it was just bits and bobs of wood and tied together with string. Because I've put plants up through it, that arch is really very sturdy now. It's become very strong. In fact, I don't think I could shift it if I wanted to. So I'm going to do a similar thing with the beechwood that I've cut, because I think that looks beautiful. It's just natural, isn't it? Let me just pull back a wee bit from the bay tree so you can see the ginormity of it. Some lovely light coming in over there. Beautiful. So, I came down along here and I've trimmed back some of the buddleia, you can see. You don't see many buddleias with ivy growing up the stems, you know. But this is an old tree. I think I planted it here 13 years ago or so. So you can see I've cut back the laurel. Of course, the laurel grows very fast. It's very vigorous. So I've given that quite a hard prune. And it's also opened up a little bit of a pathway through to this little area, which I like to kind of open up a little bit, you know, for Samhain, just to let more light in. And of course this is a massive, massive beech tree, and some of that will be pruned. I've got the ladder perched precariously up against this tree, which will be pruned. I've started on it, just little bits. Not as much as the green beech over here, which I pruned down by half. And that's quite a hard prune. But you'll see next year that will look fabulous. And of course now, look at the Kanzan cherry. It's fantastic. It's just getting so much light. So I moved this chair. Oh, you should have seen me hoying this chair over from the tunnel. But I moved this chair over because I thought it would be nice to be able to use it round the front here, because I quite like to sit out the front now. And of course there's the amount of wood just from that one tree. Isn't that amazing? And I've moved the bench down there. And then when I was clearing up along here, because I cut back the pyracantha, and you'll be able to see here, just the underneath of it, I'd like to expose some of this wood here because it's beautifully gnarled. So I might kind of crown the pyracantha a little bit, you know. But then look what I discovered here. These were the original little steps that I made 15 years ago. You see the edging, the wee bit of stone? So the steps were coming down here and the path was going this way. But then this bush grew and, you know, other things took over. And so I kind of remade the path coming down this way. But you can see that's the original little path. Little steps. So I've cut back really hard all the Senecchio because again, that doesn't mind being cut back hard. That comes on with vigour after it's been cut back. And then this little yoke here I moved out of the tunnel and put the bird feeder on there. And so I've made a really good start on all the work. And look at that. You see, if you don't come out, you don't see these things. I'm just going to focus in on this. It's a beautiful little cobweb. Isn't that just divine? Isn't that lovely? And it's only through coming out and taking you on this little walk that I've been able to see it in all its delicacy, with the gentle breeze just blowing through it. Isn't that just gorgeous? Well, we just pull back a little bit. There we go. Quite magical. Now I'm hearing birds here in the bushes. So, now while I'm on my feet, I'm going to finish this video and take Jack for a walk. Because as long as I keep moving, I'm okay. Once I sit down, I'm sort of frozen to the spot. My back and my legs will not allow me to move. So he's already gone racing down the driveway, look. Jack! Come on, we just have to put the camera in the house, love, and then we'll go. And I'll get my jacket on. So, you can really see the herbs on this side. And this little semi-tropical plant has done well in this pot. And there's a little shell, well, quite a big shell. There's the beautiful Lucestria formosa. I'm seeing all the little birds up around this already, you know, as they do love it. And of course you can see here, see these beautiful berries, and they start to go very, very dark, almost black. And as I said, then when you squish them in the palm of your hand, you get this beautiful heavenly scent of vanilla chocolate. See, there's one there, look, which has been squished by the birds. They've been eating it. I suppose if it smells like vanilla chocolate, it probably tastes like vanilla chocolate. See, that one there is just ready now for eating. It's nice and soft. Oh, look, the wee cheeky wee rascal gone right in beside me. Look at that. You see, that's in there feeding on those berries. Oh, and look at this. Oh, bless it. There's a little bee, look. Still pollinating the wee flowers. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful to see? And it's quite cold now, you know, it is cold. The bees will have to put themselves to bed soon. There's a wee bird in there, look, in the bush, eating the berries. Can you see the bush moving? The berries are so delicious. They'll take all kinds of risks and come right up beside people. Just seeing if I can see it. Where's it gone to? Oh, it's flown out. Right, without further ado, I'm going to go and put the camera away. Oh, there it goes. I shall upload the video as soon as I come back. Or I might put it on to upload now and then take Jack out. All these berries. I'm thinking it could well be a hard winter. There's the amount of berries and nuts around. Massive amounts of hazelnuts. No. And I see the bees around these flowers as well. Not too sure of the name of them. It's a little plant I put in there years ago. I've forgotten the name of it. But the bees have been around that. I think that's the trick really, is to try to put in plants that have like a flowering succession, that one comes in after the other. So that way then there's always food for the bees. Okay. Blessings to you all.